Navigating the drone sightings and UAP, Unacknowledged Aerial Phenomena, 2024. How to navigate to the truth as it appears now. This is a difficulty that we all have in the world. So let me introduce ourselves. This is the YouTube channel of Gordon Bryce. I'm being assisted by my son Barkin Bryce. We wish to wish you a Merry Christmas 2024 and welcome to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, here I will explore many topics of interest that will raise your vision beyond the often stale, run-of-the-mill legacy media outlets and the censorship imposed by an increasingly bordered and less free thinking academia. Official academia now has an element of cancel culture running through many of our cherished universities on both sides of the Atlantic, including the top ones in the English-speaking world. This is now filtered right through local government and many political parties here in the United Kingdom. The USA, Canada, Australia and many equivalent sectors in Europe are also, of course, being affected by this. However, in the alternative media and a new generation of university students, there is a growing demand for change and reform, one in which we hope will be peacefully implemented. The drones over our skies. Are they from ET motherships or Frank's garage? Laying out a common sense framework to understand the many reports, podcasts, interviews, commentaries and whistleblower testimonies around this topic of the mysterious drones. We shall proceed with this. The objective is to delineate an easy to understand and communicate a rational framework that categorises the truth and reality of the above, as it is impacting on our world right now, or conversely, the lack of truth, a deception on many levels perhaps. We have constructed a philosophical framework that will help you to define the truth. And I've called it the 5 categories that will define our navigation. So the first category is alpha, the second beta, the third gamma, the fourth delta, and the last category epsilon, which I'll delineate in my next video. The 5 categories that elicit the truth or falsehood surrounding the drone phenomena, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by defining and searching for the truth on the long-standing extraterrestrial and intraterrestrial phenomena reported by whistleblower and public and private testimony. It is no longer top secret. The alpha claim. This is a superior claim to truth, obvious and well-founded. The claim shows consistency, reliability, and is underpinned by solid evidence that is grounded in our world. Where material evidence is lacking, we judge the truth by honest witness testimony. In other words, we believe someone's telling us the truth. We're pretty confident about it. We can say for sure that there are unusual flying machines in the sky that have been videoed, photographed and reported over US air bases in England and the United States in 2024. In addition, over decades, saucer-shaped UFO craft have also been reliably witnessed, filmed and reported. Radar systems are detecting them very low, often in a group. Flying past each other, the estimated sightings are many hundreds. What are their tasks? What systems are they using to navigate? Infrared camera systems could be used to guide them. Certainly, they have a propulsion system, for sure, but this system has not been publicly disclosed. The claim has been strengthened by David Grush recently. I quote, in 2023, David Grush, a United States Air Force USAF officer and former intelligence official, was interviewed by journalists and testified in a US House of Representatives hearing. Grush claimed that the US federal government, in collaboration with private aerospace companies, has highly secretive special access programs involved in the recovery and reverse engineering of non-human spacecraft and their dead pilots.
Mr. Chairman, ranking members and congressmen, thank you. I'm happy to be here. This is an important issue and I'm grateful for your time. My name is David Charles Grush. I was an intelligence officer for 14 years, both in the U.S. Air Force, both active duty, Air National Guard, and Reserve, at the rank of major, and most recently from 2021 to 2023, at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NGA, at the GS-15 civilian level, which is the military equivalent of a full bird colonel. I was my agency's co-lead in unidentified anomalous phenomena and transmedium object analysis, as well as reporting to the UAP task force, UAPTF, and eventually, once it was established, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO. I became a whistleblower through a PPD-19 urgent concern filing in May 2022 with the Intelligence Community Inspector General. Following concerning reports from multiple esteemed and credentialed current and former military and intelligence community individuals that the U.S. government is operating with secrecy above congressional oversight with regards to UAPs. My testimony is based on information I've been given by individuals with a long-standing track record of legitimacy and service to this country, many of whom also have shared compelling evidence in the form of photography, official documentation, and classified oral testimony to myself and my various colleagues. I have taken every step I can to corroborate this evidence over a period of 4 years while I was with the UAP Task Force and do my due diligence on the individual sharing it. This is because of these steps, I believe strongly in the importance of bringing this information before you. I am driven by a commitment of both to truth and transparency, rooted in our inherent duty to uphold the United States Constitution and protect the American people. I'm asking Congress to hold our government to this standard and thoroughly investigate these claims. But as I stand here under oath now, I am speaking to the facts as I've been told them. In the U.S. Air Force, in my National Reconnaissance Office, NRO, reservist capacity, I was a member of the UAP Task Force from 2019 to 2021. I served at the NRO Operations Center on the Director's Briefing Staff, which included the coordination of the Presidential Daily Brief and supporting variety of contingency operations, which I was the Reserve Intelligence Division Chief backup. In 2019, the UAP Task Force Director asked me to identify all special access programs and controlled access programs, also known as SAPs and CAPs, we needed to satisfy our congressionally mandated mission, and we were direct report at the time to the DepSecDef. At the time, due to my extensive executive level intelligence support duties, I was cleared to literally all relevant compartments and in a position of extreme trust, both in my military and civilian capacities. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program, to which I was denied access to those additional read-ons when I requested it. I made the decision, based on the data I collected, to report this information to my superiors and multiple inspectors general, and in effect becoming a whistleblower. As you know, I've suffered retaliation for my decision, but I am hopeful that my actions will ultimately lead to a positive outcome of increased transparency. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
The better claim. Navigating the truth on the drones and the UAPs, or UFOs. This claim is merited. It is open to inquiry an open-minded speculation and could well be true. Witnesses and reporters making claims to this truth appear to be grounded while presenting information that is plausible. However, their claims or information lack certainty. Their empirical facts may be second-hand statements purported to be the truth. When comparing data sets that are claimed to be reliable, they may not always line up. Gaps of real-time recorded or filmed events are subject to different interpretations, and so their reporting, witness testimony, and claim to certain knowledge still entertains doubts when closely examined. On the Joe Rogan Show, streamed from the United States, Joe interviews Ryan Graves, an ex-Navy pilot. Ryan appears to be sincere. He claims that the drones can turn at 3 and 4G quickly and that their energy emission is yet unknown. He says that the drones flying over Langley were not responsive to infrared cameras. He said on the show that there are over 8 to 1,000 of them, claiming a fully self-contained autonomous system. He said that a year ago he could detect these objects using his own board infrared detecting equipment, but that law enforcement and Langley Air Force Base pilots could not detect them with their infrared systems. So there is some contradiction here, and so this category falls into the better claim.
Working the issue because there isn't an issue there to work. Signature management.
The gamma claim. The gamma is weaker than an alpha or beta. We have serious doubts about the quality of the claim or the reliability of the information being presented. We are not sure about the honesty or objectivity of the witness testimony. However, we do not discount the claim completely as a surprising fact or fresh new evidence or impressive witness testimony may overthrow our knowledge perspective to reveal something surprising. The TV national organisation Fox News aired Congressman Van Drew, Republican from New Jersey, on the 11th of December 2024, claiming the drones were from an Iranian mothership. The comments aired by the subscribers to Fox News described the senator's comments as, to put it kindly, unlikely or absurd. Given the state of Iranian technology and the performance of the drones, this concurs with my own perspective. But we could be wrong, and Iran may have gotten hold of or back-engineered some very high tech.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
This is dangerous for the whole country. I mean, just think about this. If we have objects in the sky that are the size of an SUV over any city, over any state, it's an invasion of our airspace. In focus now, Republican Congressman Jeff Van Drew of New Jersey, member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Look, you've given us some pretty dire information just here, and I want to make sure that our viewers are digesting this. Iran has the capability to pull up along our eastern seaboard and launch drones the size of an SUV into the skies of several states, particularly New Jersey, where we know the incoming president has a large home, also in the same county or nearby where some of these drones in New Jersey have been seen. That capability exists. It's possible some of those drones are here. So I have two questions. How are they fueling them? They have to land somewhere. Drones don't fly forever. Why don't they close down the airspace? Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's the holidays. Shut it down. But if you start shooting things and you don't know how they're fueled, that's going to be mass explosions. This isn't like one spy balloon. Congressman, this is serious.
We've got to bring them down, and we've got to find a way to bring them down. I don't know exactly where they're landing. Obviously, I have some information. And again, this isn't just Jeff Van Drew. Oh, let's get on Harris Faulkner's show and say something outrageous. I'm telling you the straight deal from very high positioned individuals who are telling me this. And the bottom line is they're launching them. They are across the country. We don't even have anything like this. No. Our government, and also certainly our hobbyists don't. So think about it. It's not only do I have the information, but it's also common sense. We've got to get them down. We've got to determine how they function, what they do, make sure that we can get them, and you're right, in a safe way. When I say shoot them down, get them down any way that you can, but right now they're probably extracting information. This is a clear and present danger to the United States and to our president-elect, and it's a serious business.
Well, and if one of them happens to fall, and they're fueled, that explosion could kill people. I have to let you go, Congressman, but I'm so grateful for your time today. I want to tell everybody I'll be in for Martha McCallum on The Story at 3 p.m. Eastern. You can bet we'll lean in on this. Also, Senator...
The Delta claim. What falls into this category? Witness testimony, reports, photographs, interviews, etc., that frames the evidence as being true, but in reality, they are completely untrue when empirically tested or analysed. Disinformation and poor analysis of information can all be placed into this category. An example in the drones would be that they are military balloons that are drifting across American and British skies. As Ed shows on his short accompanying video, AI can construct what seems to be believable imagery, but in fact, a close look reveals that it's false. The last category is the epsilon category, which I will frame on my next presentation when I explore the work of famous whistleblowers.
Hey, I'm at Google's Video FX. I just wanted to show how easy it is to create fake videos these days. It's really concerning to see so many videos that are out there. You've always been told, don't believe what you hear, or don't believe everything you hear, and now you can't believe certainly everything. So I'm just going to type in a visual prompt here, text to video at Google FX. I'm part of the lab program where I can get access to this. You may not be able to. And I'm going to put group of drones flying over New Jersey at night. And then I'll speed ahead because it'll take a couple minutes to create, and I'll show you the end result. And there it is, folks. That's how easy it is. All right. These are videos that you can't find anywhere else. Don't be foolish enough to believe that everything you're seeing on YouTube is real and get all freaked out about it, okay? Use your brain and realize that this technology is actually this good right now. And get out there and just don't give these things a lot of credence. Hopefully that helps. Please don't use this in order to make drone footage. I'm not going to put these videos out here in any kind of higher quality than as you see right here, but please don't use this for evil. There's so much confusion in the world already as there is. But I just put this out there right now to show you how easy it is to create videos that are misinformed these days. Thanks.
Thank you for watching to the end of this video. The summary is completed by The Simpsons. Have a lovely Christmas. We will meet again in the new year. Graphics, thanks to Bark and Bryce. Copyright, Gordon Bryce and respective content creators. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Happy Christmas.